From the dawn of civilization, humans have sought to connect with one another. Overcoming geographical barriers has been a constant pursuit. The invention of the telephone was revolutionary. The internet age brought unprecedented levels of global communication. Now, SpaceX stands at the forefront of a new era with Starlink direct-to-cell, or DTC. This technology promises to connect even the most remote corners of our planet. It has the potential to revolutionize how we communicate. Starlink DTC leverages the power of a constellation of low Earth orbit satellites. These satellites act as cell towers in the sky. This bypasses the need for traditional ground-based infrastructure. This is particularly transformative for underserved and remote areas. Many communities lack access to reliable internet and mobile services. Starlink DTC can bridge this digital divide. This will bring billions of people online for the first time. Imagine a world where location is no longer a barrier to communication. This is the promise of Starlink DTC. It heralds a future of ubiquitous connectivity. This will empower individuals, businesses, and communities worldwide. This is just the beginning of an exciting journey. Starlink DTC represents a paradigm shift in mobile communication technology. Instead of relying on Earth-based cell towers with limited range, it utilizes a network of thousands of satellites in low Earth orbit. These satellites become, in essence, cell towers in space. Each Starlink satellite is equipped with advanced antennas and transceivers. These allow them to communicate directly with smartphones. They can also connect to ground stations that provide backhaul to the internet. When a user makes a call or sends a text message using Starlink DTC, their phone connects to the nearest Starlink satellite overhead. This connection is facilitated through radio waves, similar to the ones used by traditional cell towers. The satellite then relays the signal to another satellite in the constellation. Eventually, it reaches a ground station. The process happens in reverse for incoming calls and data. This complex network operates seamlessly, ensuring low latency and high-quality communication. This is a remarkable feat of engineering. Starlink DTC is not just a futuristic concept. It is already making a tangible impact in the real world. Currently, the service is in its early stages of deployment. It is actively being tested and refined. However, even in its nascent phase, it has demonstrated its potential to bridge the connectivity gap. It is bringing reliable communication to remote and underserved areas. One of the key advantages of Starlink DTC is its ability to provide coverage in areas where traditional cell towers are impractical or impossible to build. This includes vast stretches of ocean, dense forests, mountainous regions, and disaster-stricken zones. In these areas, Starlink DTC is a lifeline. It is connecting people and enabling communication, and this was evident during recent natural disasters. SpaceX has partnered with several mobile network operators around the world to test and deploy Starlink DTC. Early results have been promising. Users have reported clear voice calls, reliable text messaging, and even the ability to access basic internet services. As the technology matures and the satellite constellation expands, Starlink DTC is poised to become a game changer in the telecom industry. Natural disasters often leave a trail of devastation in their wake. This includes disrupting critical communication infrastructure. In the aftermath of hurricanes, earthquakes, and other calamities, the ability to communicate can be the difference between life and death. Starlink DTC has emerged as a beacon of hope in these dire situations. It provides a vital lifeline when traditional communication networks are rendered inoperable. Following the devastation caused by recent hurricanes, SpaceX rapidly deployed Starlink DTC services to affected areas. Thousands of people were left without access to communication. Starlink provided a critical means for residents to connect with loved ones. It also allowed emergency responders to coordinate relief efforts. First responders could access vital information. This helped them save lives and provide aid. The ability of Starlink DTC to provide connectivity in the immediate aftermath of a disaster underscores its value as a public safety tool. As the technology continues to evolve and its availability expands, it has the potential to revolutionize disaster response and save countless lives. Section 5. From Text to Internet. Expanding the horizons of connectivity. Starlink DTC is not content with simply providing basic voice and text services. SpaceX has ambitious plans to expand its capabilities. They want to offer high-speed internet access to users around the globe. This will be a game changer for people in remote areas who often lack access to reliable and affordable internet. Currently, Starlink DTC primarily supports text messaging with limited internet access available in some regions. However, SpaceX is actively working on enhancing the bandwidth and capabilities of its satellite network. The goal is to provide download speeds of up to 100 Mbps or even higher. This will enable users to browse the web, stream videos, and access online services. The implications of this are far-reaching. Imagine students in remote villages being able to access online educational resources. Think of businesses in developing countries connecting with customers worldwide. Consider the possibilities for telemedicine and other essential services. Starlink DTC has the potential to unlock a world of opportunities. It can empower individuals and communities and drive economic growth. In Section 6, Navigating the Regulatory Landscape, Challenges and Opportunities. As with any groundbreaking technology, Starlink Direct-to-Cell faces its share of regulatory challenges. The deployment of a global satellite constellation that directly connects to mobile devices raises complex issues. These issues range from spectrum allocation to international telecommunications regulations. SpaceX must navigate these carefully. One of the main challenges is obtaining the necessary licenses and approvals from regulatory bodies in different countries. Each country has its own set of rules and regulations governing the use of radio frequencies and satellite communication. SpaceX has been actively engaging with governments and regulatory agencies worldwide to secure the necessary permissions to operate Starlink DTC. However, this process has not been without its hurdles. Some countries have expressed concerns about potential interference with existing terrestrial networks. Others have raised questions about data security and privacy. SpaceX is working to address these concerns by collaborating with local partners, adhering to international standards, and implementing robust security measures. Section 7. Disrupting the telecom industry. A new paradigm for connectivity. The advent of Starlink Direct-to-Cell has sent ripples throughout the global telecom industry. Traditional mobile network operators, long accustomed to operating within a framework of terrestrial infrastructure and regional monopolies, are now facing the prospect of disruption from a new breed of satellite-based competitors. Starlink DTC's ability to provide connectivity directly to mobile devices, bypassing the need for traditional cell towers, poses a significant challenge to established telecom companies, especially in areas with limited or no existing infrastructure. consumers in underserved areas, who have long been at the mercy of high prices and limited choices, now have a viable alternative. This has the potential to foster competition and drive down costs. However, the transition will not be without its challenges. Telecom companies have made significant investments in their existing infrastructure and may resist change. Governments will need to adapt their regulatory frameworks to ensure a level playing field for all players. The future of the telecom industry is uncertain, but one thing is clear. Starlink DTC is a disruptive force that will reshape the landscape of global connectivity. Section 8. Addressing health and environmental concerns. A responsible approach. As Starlink Direct-to-Cell continues to expand its reach, it is essential to address potential health and environmental concerns related to radio frequency radiation, or RFR. All wireless communication technologies emit RFR, and it is crucial to ensure that exposure levels remain within safe limits. SpaceX is committed to responsible deployment. SpaceX has stated that its Starlink satellites are designed to operate within the internationally recognized safety standards for RFR exposure. The company is also conducting ongoing monitoring and research to assess any potential long-term effects. Transparency is key in this regard. Furthermore, SpaceX is exploring ways to mitigate the environmental impact of its Starlink constellation. This includes deorbiting satellites at the end of their operational life to prevent space debris. The company is also working on developing more sustainable manufacturing processes and materials. Section 9. Connecting the unconnected. The future of global communication. The journey of Starlink Direct-to-Cell is just beginning, and its potential impact on global connectivity is immense. By beaming internet access directly to smartphones, Starlink DTC can connect the unconnected. This will have a profound impact on billions of lives. Imagine a world where geographic location is no longer a barrier to education, healthcare, economic opportunity, or social connection. This is the future that Starlink DTC is helping to create. It is a future where everyone, everywhere has the opportunity to participate in the global digital economy. This is a future worth striving for. SpaceX's pursuit of global connectivity is not just about technology. It is about empowering people and creating a more equitable and interconnected world. As Starlink DTC continues to evolve, it has the potential to transform lives, bridge divides, and unlock a brighter future for all.